All right, hey, it's Matt, BlindGuysGarage. Sorry it's so bright outside. Can't help that. You can hear the horses in the background. Listen to that. All right, well, last week, or last video, we got this Chevelle running, moving under its own power, and I got a haircut, as y'all can tell. Today, we're working on this Tahoe right here, 2009 Tahoe. I'm pretty sure we did the motor build on this thing on the channel. If we didn't, either way, we'll go through it. It's a BTR Stage 2 truck cam, nothing real special about it. I mean, it's a great running truck and all, but it's got its own set of issues that we're about to work out. Number one, low oil pressure. So we'll show you that in just a second. And number two, it's got oil bleeding down on top of the pistons, probably from valve seals where the machine shop didn't change the valve seals. So we're gonna take it apart, find out exactly what's going on. And the low oil pressure issue, we're probably gonna go ahead and pull the heads, check the lifters, make sure they're not bleeding. You know, just kind of check everything out, make sure it's all good, and then we'll put it back together. He's also having some cam issues, so we'll see what's going on with that. Maybe the timing's slightly off. I mean, it runs too good though, so I'm kind of curious. We'll see what's going on, but here it is. All right, well, let's take a look at this thing here from the inside, and we're gonna hope it cranks because it's been sitting here about a week and the battery's been dead. So let's see, where's the oil pressure gauge on this thing? Number one, the oil pressure gauge is looks like over there somewhere. I'm sorry, I have to do a little extra work than most people, as y'all already know. BlindGuysGarage. All right, there's the oil pressure gauge. See if it's in y'all's sight. Something's going on with cam timing or something right there, as you can tell. It don't want to start immediately. And even this cold outside, we have very, very minimal oil pressure, next to none. It's pretty concerning. So let's check it out and find out what's going on with it. All right, well, here we are in the shop working on this Tahoe. Yep, next day. I got busy yesterday. So here we go, zoom her in here. As you can tell, water pump's off. But I have an issue with people sometimes. And I'm gonna make sure to mention this to my customer. Brand new motor. 180,000 mile water pump. What's the deal here? I mean, really? Really? Come on now. All right, next thing is, see if I can even show you. I don't even know if I'll be able to get to it or not. I'm getting ready to start pulling other parts, and he said he set the heads up and had the exhaust manifold bolts fixed on it. Let's see here. Well, that one's broke or missing. So yeah, always problems. Love it. But it's got a brand new alternator on it. All right, bring you back. All right, as I said, I was gonna try to make this a short video. We'll see how it works. Motor, let's get you in over here. Disassembled. No more heads, intake, or none of that stuff. Hey, we got a visitor.
Hey, shop helper.
Shop helper. Here's our cylinder heads over here. He cleaned one, I cleaned the other. They come out pretty good and clean. Ew. Got oil on them. But they come out good and clean. I don't see any reason to mess with that. There's anything wrong. We inspected all the lifters. I didn't see anything wrong with any of the lifters. And now we're going to do what the machine shop didn't do. Put some valve seals on here. Let's do it. All right, well, we got the valve stem seals changed. I'm gonna walk over here and show you those real quick. Here's where we've changed them all. I would say the machine shop never changed these like they were friggin' supposed to. That's always nice, and you can see all the carbon buildup in the seal itself. Those are junk, but we put brand new Michigan Motorsports valve seals on it. I don't know where I got that particular set from, but whatever. And now we're welding a nut to the cylinder head, or to the stud that we found that was broke. And he said he had an exhaust leak. Well, it would have been nice if the machine shop would have handled this for us, but let's see if it'll come out. I've already started turning it and the nut hadn't broke off yet. So we'll see if it breaks off this time. Let's see. So far, so good. That doesn't mean nothing though. We're not done yet. We're not out of the woods yet. This thing was broke off way in here. That's a good looking sign. Looks like I won't be able to use fingers on it if the bolt ain't too hot. There it is. Came right out. It wasn't so bad. So this one was broke off about almost 3/8 of an inch down in it. So what I did for it is I just took the welder in, I laid it a good hot dot on it, let it cool, laid another good hot hit on it, let it cool, laid another good hot hit on it about 4 times and got it to where it was flush with the top of the face. And then I laid one good really hot burn on it to where my nut would center up close. And then I obviously didn't weld my nut on straight, as we can tell, but either way, put it on there. Oh, that's right. So we got it where it centered up, and then spun it out, and it came out about probably 2 turns, and then the head broke off. So I wasn't sure if the bolt moved or if my weld just pulled in the threads, you know, and was pulling up the threads. But looks like it came up. It's always nice. So now this head is officially ready to go back on that motor. I'm gonna run a bolt in this thing in and out a couple times, make sure all the threads are good. I'm gonna do the chase the threads in the block as well real quick, and then we're gonna put this thing together. Probably tomorrow or the next day. Wife's got surgery tomorrow, so I don't know. It might be tomorrow evening, might be the evening. Haven't really decided yet. So bring it back. All right, it's next day. So now got the oil pump off. There's the new pump getting ready to go on. Normally I'd show you me packing this thing with Vaseline or something like that. Well, I ain't got none today. So we're gonna wipe all the machine surfaces inside it with oil and install it on the truck. Let's get started. All right, well, we found our timing issue. I'll flip to the front facing camera and show you. Apologize for the scratchy voice. Georgia, allergy season. All right, number one, we're gonna drop down right here and show you that our timing marks are lined up now. This is our new timing chain set, not our old one. So if you look, you have notches in this reluctor up here. A notch there, a notch there, and then one small little dip raised right there. Now let's go over to the workbench. All right, now you can see, we've got the cam sitting in the same direction as if this would be dot down, but you see there's no extra reluctor pieces, so the cam sensor can't sense a full reluctor rotation properly because there's not a notch here and then a small dip over here. So here was our camshaft sensor issue, I'm sure, and yeah. All right, well, we got the heads back on. I was gonna record that, and short version of that story, I didn't. It was a lot of work for a little bit of view time, so there we go. So on these heads, you torque them, the head bolts, the big bolts, the M11s, are 23 foot-pounds, 22 foot-pounds, sorry. Torque everybody at 22, all of them. And then first step is 90, second step is 70 degrees, 90 degrees, 70 degrees, same thing on this side. And these little bitty guys get torqued at 22 foot-pounds after you're done torquing a head. So there she is. Now, let's get some push rods, which we're going to come over here to the table, clean this thing off because we got head bolts and all the old head bolts and all, because you replace all the head bolts. There's my box of head bolts laying over there. And yes, I did confirm the gasket direction. I do not have that on camera. So there you go. All right, bring it back in a minute. All right, well, here we are. Yesterday I got the heads finished up, which you saw part of that. Got the motor sealed completely up, got the intake set down on everything, valve covers and all back on. Now it's just finish all the wiring and all that nonsense up, so I'm gonna get to that. And as soon as I get done with that, we will I think my camera's pointing the wrong direction. We will try to fire this thing up. So I guess now it's wiring time. Let's do it. Shouldn't take too much longer. All right, we got her all back together, all but the airbox, like I always do. Same thing, I mean, I've done this way forever. We'll want to lean in and just want to point out one thing, if I hadn't pointed out already. Old water pump, brand new engine. Old water pump, new engine. Old water pump, new engine. All right, now that that's pointed out, when my buddy says, hey, my motor got problems, told him to put a water pump on it. I was saying that's what it is, but, you know. All right, but let's find out here. We are gonna hook the battery up. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be dead because it was dead when we went to bring it in the shop. Oh, ooh, we had some power. That's a good sign. All right, set y'all up and we'll see if it'll start. All right, into the Q9 viewer, you'll notice 2 more spark plug wires. So now, let's see if this thing does anything. Yep, I knew that was coming. Alright, let me hook up a jump box. Alright, went ahead and unplugged the coil pack so I can spin the motor over to make sure there's no starting fluid or anything, or not starting fluid, brake clean or anything left where I sprayed the heads off, because I don't want that to pop in a cylinder wall. You know, so no backfires and stuff. Let's just spin it over real quick. Alright, let's plug the coils up and see if it'll start. Alright, here we go. Well, camera died, so here we go. 45, 50 pounds of oil pressure. All sounds good. Only thing we don't have is volts. All right, bring it back in a second. All right, well, the camera died as soon as I got out of the truck, so I got you a short video on the camera phone as you saw. But here we go. She runs, she moves again. It's always nice. We'll put the upper radiator hose on and intake tube and all that good stuff. Dogs are barking. And yeah, go from there. So let's do that next. All right. And of course, our Tahoe is now done, I think. It's been a couple days since y'all saw it. Here, I'll bring y'all out for a cold start over. And we'll go from there. So before, y'all remember how it started? Starts just like it was running yesterday. Of course it was, wasn't it? Now this is also BTR stage 2 truck cam. Doesn't sound much different. But we'll let it warm up, then we'll bring it back. I'm gonna lean in real quick and show you the gauges. I'll let it warm up, then we'll bring it back, and then we'll finish this video up. Here's our gauges. Now I have to break my cell phone out to actually tell you what they say. Y'all can read them, but you know, so I know what they say. Oil pressure's over 40 like it's supposed to be. Of course, water temp's down there on the bottom side. I don't know why when you crank this truck, the water temp gauge jumps up to about 1/4 every time. I'm assuming that could mean the water temp sensor's bad. I don't know. We'll check into that too while I'm here, but you know, not a big deal. Bring it back. All right, had her sitting about 15 minutes. Letting her in. Water temp should be sitting right at 210. Oil pressure sitting about 40 pounds. RPM sounds good. We'll take you out back and let you hear it from the back. Set you off to the side a little bit. There you go. Too loud for street driving for me for a pickup truck anyway. We're not necessarily a pickup truck, but you know, daily driver for the family, but it sounds okay. Alright, well I guess that finishes up for this one. And yeah, been a long video. Hope I haven't been too long for y'all. Hope y'all have enjoyed it. If you like what we do, leave a comment. If you don't like what we do, hey, leave a comment. I read all the comments, I answer all the comments. And for now, y'all have a good one. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Later.